GE slashed thousands of jobs under CEO Jeff Immelt at its U.S. manufacturing plants, sending some of those jobs packing overseas. But recently, Mr. Obama tapped Immelt as his job czar. How is that good for America again? Here's Chris Horner to break it down for us. He's a senior fellow at the Competitive Enterprise Institute and author of Power Grab, How Obama's Green Policies Will Steal Your Freedom and Bankrupt America. Okay, Chris, before we get too far into it, let me just show you something. Here's a 100-watt incandescent light bulb, now banned in California. Let's turn that one off in favor of this one right here. Supposedly the equivalent made in China, my friend. These jobs are going from Cleveland, Ohio to China.
Hey, let me mention one thing on the heels of your last segment. Guess who benefits from the first waiver granted under Obama's backdoor cap and trade scheme through EPA, granted today in California for a firm that's using GE turbines. So we're seeing crony capitalism at its worst, a firm that, yes, offshores and outsources. This happens when political capitalism here, when politically directed, highly inefficient use of resources is directed, making this a very inhospitable place to manufacture things. So if GE wins, this is going to be a very expensive place, America is,
hey, Chris,
to conduct business.
I understand why GE's doing it. Look, they see an opening. They say, look, you got the president's here. Go for it. Go knock yourself out. Go send some green, I don't know, green business our way. But why does Mr. Obama pick a guy who lost, frankly, 20,000 jobs under his watch since 2001?
This is the biggest lobbying force in Washington. They increased their lobbying budget by 49% last year to $39.3 million, bigger than anybody. They're the biggest stimulus baby. So when you rob Peter to pay Paul, President Obama can count on Paul's enthusiastic support, and sometimes, as we're finding out, the entire enterprise was Paul's idea, but this is scandalously ridiculous. He's bringing him in as a job czar when the guy's agenda, if he succeeds, makes jobs much more expensive to create in America, makes it much more expensive to use energy. We're mandated by politicians to be much less efficient, use more workers to create a unit of energy. GE's agenda is not good for America, even if in the short term it's good for GE, though that has yet to really play out under Immelt,
Chris,
as we've seen.
very quickly, we only have a few seconds in the segment, maybe 20 seconds or so. What's wrong with this bulb right here? What's wrong with this incandescent bulb?
It didn't have a high enough per unit profit margin. Sylvania and GE do much better with the more expensive units.
All right, we're gonna keep you for the next block. We're gonna be back in just a minute with more of this discussion.